Good morning, everybody. Right, just before I begin the assembly, I've got an announcement from Mr. Walker. It is the final day for you to enter your photographs for the photo competition, and then judging will begin after today ends. Just to remind you of what the photo competition is, here's a few photographs. Okay, so just remember it's the last day today to hand those in. Right, for today's assembly, I've got a picture to share as well, and it's this picture. What do you think's happening in that picture? Do you think that it's UFOs flying in the sky? Do you think that it is shooting stars? What do you think? Yes. Satellites. Thank you. The satellite in particular is made by a company called SpaceX, and I've got some more information about the satellites right here. Starlink is a satellite constellation being constructed by a company called SpaceX to provide satellite internet access for the whole world. The constellation will consist of thousands of mass-produced small satellites in low orbit. Once fully deployed, the SpaceX system will pass over virtually all parts of the Earth's surface and therefore have the ability to provide a global service. It's expected to cost around £7 billion to complete the project. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, wants to use any money that is made from the project to help fund his ambition of creating the first city in Mars. It is hoped that the project will provide access to 3 billion people who currently do not have access to the internet. Not everyone is happy about the Starlink project, including some astronomers at the Rubin Observatory in Chile, who have said that the satellites are affecting between 30% and 50% of all of their observations. SpaceX have said that they are looking to reduce the brightness of the satellites over time. Right, that got me thinking a little bit about space and out of Earth. Who owns space? Because I was thinking, all of us that live here on Earth, we all live in our countries and the people own those countries, but who owns space? I found some information online about who owns space, and there was something actually signed called the Outer Space Treaty, and it was an agreement made by 109 countries to protect outer space and allow anyone to explore space. However, all the countries had to agree that it doesn't belong to any one country, and as technology gets better and better, we are able to send more things into space. So really, outer space doesn't belong to any one of us. It belongs to the universe. Sometimes people talk about Earth being full of litter and doing a lot of work to try and stop that. And some people think that space is starting to get filled up now with loads and loads of things too. People in the observatories saying that it's very difficult to even observe stars and planets because satellites are now getting in the way. So I just thought that maybe tonight, or sometime this week, you could have a look up in the stars, up in the sky, and see what you can see. Maybe you will see a satellite floating around. Maybe you'll see one of SpaceX satellites floating around. I've also put some activities linked to this assembly just underneath the video for you to have a look at. some of you may have seen on the news that some decisions are being made about coming back to school, which makes me very, very excited, and I'm sure that lots of you are very excited. This week, all of your teachers are going to be thinking about how we can make it safe for you when it is time for you to come back. Things won't be the same as they were before we left, but we're going to try extra hard to make sure that things will be okay for you. And we'll let mums and dads know as soon as we can. Okay, let's see who's ready to go. Oh, a space song. Great. Okay, year 5, please.